Hi everyone, this is Shotzi for the Rough Cuts on Sunday. I hope you all had a great week. And I hope you don't mind too much that Katie is leaving. I know pretty much all of us really loved her reviews, but she's going on to bigger and better things. And we have Bobble Rob coming in, and Rob is awesome. I've known him for maybe over a year now, and he is amazing, awesome, really talented, super funny, and I think you all will enjoy him a whole lot. So, as some of you know, I'm in my last week of school right now, and so my brain is somewhat fried at the end of the semester and then going on to prepare for my board examinations. So, this movie that I'm going to review is perfect for those of you who were just in the stage of brain fry and you want some mindless entertainment. Man Flint, 1966. This was directed by Daniel Mann, and it is starring James Coburn, also Lee J. Cobb, and the beautiful Gila Golan. This movie came out, of course, 1966, mid 60s, and the 60s was a great time for just spy movies. Of course, you had James Bond, and then you also had other movies similar to James Bond, such as Rod Taylor and the Liquidator. But then you also had these spy spoofs, like Dean Martin with his Mike Hammer movies. I think he made 4 of those. And then also you had this one. You had James Coburn starring as the character Derek Flint. And first he had this movie, Man Flint, and then the year later, in 1967, he did In Like Flint. These movies are like the whole 60s swinging sex cocktail spy movies. And they're a lot of fun. Not much to think about. A lot of times the plot was kind of weak, but they're just so incredibly entertaining. And that's one of the things I really love about this movie, just a plain entertainment factor. In this movie, you also get to see some of James Coburn's martial arts skills. Some of you who are fans of his know that he was a good friend and then also student of Bruce Lee. And considering he's 6'2" and extremely lanky, it's kind of not amusing to watch them. It's weird. I love kung fu movies, and him doing martial arts, it's a little weird. And because not just because he's so tall, but also because he's incredibly lanky, and it's not fluid at all. But I mean, he could probably kick my butt, but still, that's not saying much. But this is a lot of fun. You, of course, as in all of these spy movies, you have to have the gorgeous women. You have a lot of beauty queens in this movie. Gila Golan, for example, was Miss Israel. And then you also have his harem of women. Because James Bond usually had just like one woman with him at a time, even if there were several in a movie. Not Derek Flint. He has 4 always with him. But the plot of this movie, you have this group of evildoers called Galaxy, and they develop this machine that can control the climate of the Earth. So just at the press of a button, they're able to make volcanoes erupt and icebergs come down into the oceans or making the ice caps melt. Kind of similar to what's going on in the world right now. They have a machine that controls all of that. And so they want everyone in the world to destroy their nuclear arms so that they can live in a world full of peace as long as they dictate that peace. So ZOWI, which is basically the government, it stands for, I think it's Zonal Organization of World Intelligence Espionage, ZOWI. Because all of their top men, Galaxy has a dossier on all of them, they had to outsource, and that's why they came up with Flint, who's like this super mega man among men. And as a character, he's amazing. But this This is such a corny movie. It's so kitschy. It's a lot of fun. I'm sorry, I just have mega brain fry right now. I can't talk. You should definitely check out this movie. You should watch In Like Flint. If you like the whole 60s sex spy movies, you'll really like this. If you liked Austin Powers, you'll like this movie a lot because Austin Powers, I think, basically based his character a whole lot off of Derek Flint as opposed to James Bond. So, yeah, Austin Powers seems more of like a combination of Derek Flint mixed with Mike Hammer, more so than James Bond. And it's a fun movie. It's fun. It's not deep. You don't have to think at all about this movie, but it's just fun to watch. And Daniel Mann, the director, he did a pretty good job with this because he started out doing very serious movies. In the 50s, I think his first movie that he directed was Come Back Little Sheba. He also did Rose Tattoo, Butterfield 8, the biopic I'll Cry Tomorrow. Very, very serious movies. And then he also did, in between those, Tea House of the August Moon. So, it's lighter, but it still had like a pretty kind of heavy subcontext there. But this movie, it's a lot of fun, very breezy, and I think you will enjoy it. So I'm going to get back now to studying for my last exams before I just pass out. And I hope you all have a great week, and I hope taxes didn't hurt any of you guys. So have fun, and I will see you next time. Bye.